The top 10 best golf courses in the world. Are you in search of the best golf courses? Guess what? You happen to be in the right place. Well, it's time to get excited because this video is dedicated to all golf fans. Golf is definitely one sport where you can play with a calm mind while enjoying peaceful surroundings. But it demands skill and a thoughtful approach. Isn't that true? With that said, it's time to explore the top 10 best golf courses in the world. Get ready because these 10 best golf courses are going to make it to your bucket list. So take notes. Number 1. Pebble Beach, Carmel, California. Pebble Beach has been rated the greatest public golf course in America by Golf Digest since its rankings came out in 2003. It hosted its 6th U.S. Open in 2019 and will stage its first U.S. Women's Open in 2023. Yes, there is a reason why this course beats most golf layouts of the world's best golf courses. The ideal blend of history, feel, and a stern test of play. Pebble Beach welcomed the U.S. Open for the 7th time in 2022. Also, after inviting the PGA Championship in 1977 and the elegant Pebble Beach Pro-Am, each late spring beginning around 1947. It's said that Jack Neville and Douglas Grant built Pebble Beach pro bono in 1919 as an example of their course design work. The outcome? A difficult, extreme test with numerous must-see golf experiences that makes great use of the natural surroundings along Stillwater Cove to create a brilliant impact. It's basically the most beautiful golf course anyone could play. If you have an interest in viewing amazing photos of the course, just use the hashtag MyPebbleBeach on Instagram for the latest photos and videos being shared by the course's guests. Number 2. Whistling Straits, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. People have a perception that there are 1,000 bunkers along this Pete Dye masterpiece. Now, combine those with fescue up to the knees, and it's unmistakable why Whistling Straits is frequently positioned among the most difficult public courses in the United States. Hosts of the 2015 PGA Championship and also the home of the 2021 Rydercup battle between Team USA and Team Europe, the Straits run along more than 2 miles of lovely Lake Michigan shoreline, reminiscent of a link-style challenge, where the weather conditions can swing from warm to misty in the blink of an eye, and with swirling winds faster than Augusta's greens. The Whistling Straits development comprises of 2 18-hole championship golf courses, the Straits and the Irish. So if you're a lucky member of this golf club, you always have access to 2 courses every time. What an extraordinary advantage. Number 3. MANELE Golf Course, Lanai, Hawaii. A course honored with an unfair location advantage, MANELE is a Jack Nicklaus-designed work of art, wrapped up on the Hawaiian island of Lanai and is part of the Four Seasons Lanai Resort. The Golden Bear designed these 18 holes feigning disregard for the blue waters of the Pacific, though every hole on this magnificent course has an amazing view. A course needs a signature hole to set it apart. And boy does it ever. Sitting 200 feet above a lava rock cliff, you'll place your ball on the tee and see a deep chasm staring back at you. Even more so if you hit your ball short. In the distance, the flag waves gently in the breeze more than 190 yards away, lulling you into a false sense of security. If that doesn't get your palms sweaty, the 2 greenside bunkers will either give you comfort or increase your anxiety level. No one wants to think about carding a bogey on this hole, but if you do, you can be forgiven. After all, you're in Hawaii. Number 4. The Old Course, St. Andrews, Scotland. St. Andrews enjoys a great historic benefit. No other spot on earth can match its undulating slopes, pot bunkers, and hollows as it runs near the ocean before turning back on itself. The host of various Open Championships throughout the long term, the Old Course is encircled by 6 other St. Andrews tracks, each with its own character. History tells us this is where the sport of golf was first played, back in the early 1400s. For a time, playing on the course was banned, as King James II felt the lads were spending too much time on the course and not practicing their archery. So he had the game banned in 1457. It would take 50 more years to reinstate the game until King James IV, who was a fan and had recently taken up the game in 1502, brought it back. Over the next 50 years, amid disputes and fights between farmers and those playing golf, the Archbishop John Hamilton of St. Andrews ended things once and for all, declaring by charter in 1552 that the links of St. Andrews were public property and could be played by the locals. There's a lot more history about the old lady we'd love to share, but we don't have that much time in this video. If there is one course on the planet, though, you have to visit, it must be St. Andrews, the Old Course. After all, it's the home of golf. Number 5. Cabot Cliffs, Cape Breton, Inverness, Nova Scotia. When individuals wonder about the sport of golf, it's frequently remarked as being a peaceful, sedate activity, enjoyed under a sun-soaked backdrop where the only sounds you hear are the tweeting of birds and the crack of a club striking a golf ball. Wake up. At the opposite end of that fantasy, there is a superb, extraordinary challenge for you at Cabot Cliffs. The sound of the North Atlantic breakers smashing against Canadian stone as if a cannon was shot in the distance is the only sound you'll hear and is definitely not the tweeting of birds. This hardcore link-style track will challenge your shot making and requires nerves of steel. But if you get the chance to play here, the raw beauty of this majestic course will more than make up for your scorecard. Number 6. The OCONEE course, Reynolds Lake, Georgia. Sitting on more than 12,000 acres in the middle of Atlanta and close to Augusta National, Reynolds Lake is a world-class golf complex and resort. Nestled into an assortment of unblemished waters, the property features 6 courses presenting various degrees of challenge and has one of only 2 tailor-made club fitting studios in the United States. However, of the 6 courses at Reynolds, the OCONEE is definitely the crown jewel. Designed by the incomparable Rhys Jones, OCONEE makes the most of its lakeland setting, offering picture postcard views along each fairway, while reminding you that beauty can be deadly. You'll need a cool head to tackle this refined layout where target-style golf is at a premium. Number 7. Royal Birkdale Golf Club, Southport, England. One could possibly argue that other than St. Andrews, where the game was imagined, the most well-known and notable golf course is Royal Birkdale in the British Isles. With its banner firmly established in the northwest of England, Birkdale has hosted the Open Championship 10 times, as recently as 2017. As a matter of fact, the club has hosted more championships and global competitions since World War II than many other courses on the planet. Though Birkdale is a private club, if you happen to know the right individuals, you may find yourself with a glow at being invited. That's the effect this selective club provides because of its prestige. If you ever have a chance to play one of the world's best golf courses, then Royal Birkdale should be at the top of your must-play list. Number 8. Royal Melbourne Golf Club, Black Rock, Australia. Apparently, there are a lot of staggering golf courses in Australia, but Royal Melbourne is one of the most established and celebrated. Laid out in 1891, the club played host to the Australian Open multiple times, in addition to 3 President's Cups, in which U.S. players take on the world's best golf players. A 36-hole layout offers golfers a real test, but the star attraction is the West Course, with its rich, lively park-style landscape. This Alistair Mackenzie-designed layout is a one-of-a-kind experience even after over 100 years of play. Number 9. Royal County Down, Newcastle County Down, Northern Ireland. As if straight out of a fantasy, Royal County Down rolls through the staggering Merlot Natural Reserve on the east bank of Northern Ireland. Each fairway zigs and zags as if aimlessly wandering to some unseen destination. The layout of this traditional link-style course allows you to enjoy the beautiful vista of the mountains of Mourne and the sparkling waters of Dundrum Bay. If you do get a chance to come here, make sure you play with locals. Otherwise, it will be difficult to manage the insane rolling, the tricky greens, all while trying not to be distracted from the incredible beauty of playing on one of the world's most majestic, naturally evolved golf courses. Number 10. Siam Country Club Pattaya Old Course, Pattaya, Thailand. If a player can't stand the intensity, the best thing to do is escape to Thailand. Moreover, if that player doesn't mind high temperatures and constant humidity that constantly sits in the mid-90s every day, there is great golf to be played in the calm wilds outside the seaside town of Pattaya. Siam Country Club fills in as an extravagant observer to Thailand's definitive trail of hitting the golf course wellness circuit. Unique in Thai golf, you'll find the caddies are all women, and they will expertly guide you through 18 holes, no matter the temperature or humidity, in long sleeves and a pantsuit uniform. So don't forget to tip your caddy very, very generously. So, you just explored the top 10 best golf courses in the world. Are you heading out to visit any of the top 10 courses soon? Let us know down in the comments section. And if you like this video, you might also want to see this: top golf swings of all time. Be sure to follow the Golfers Lounge for more fantastic golf videos.